Let me listen to that back. It's Mike and Mo and we just reading, baby. Ain't no interpretations, we just keep it even, baby. Yeah, give us a listen if you feeling lazy, or if you ain't been in the mood for communing lately. Yeah, we gon' keep it 100. As we going through these words, our creator wouldn't want us to treat him like a curb. Brushed off, like a street sweeper, Kagan Clark in Miami. Without him, we get heat fever, goal is resistant. We need a ski teacher, connection more reliable than 96 or 3 beepers coming to you live. Call us a heat seeker, Jeepers Creepers couldn't be more curious than these peepers. Boy, we only reading a book, come take a listen to us. Yeah, we only reading a book, creator gave it to us. Yeah, we only reading a book, no, we don't come in bitter. If you ever want to see us live, you know where to look. Boy, we only reading a book, come take a listen to us. We only reading a book, creator gave it to us. Yeah, we only reading a book, no, we don't come in bitter. If you ever want to see us live, you know where to look.
Yo,
it's the Mike and Mohammed show.
Man, you gotta get a mouse pad, bro.
You can use this.
Where's?
It moved real nice on that.
If this was, I'm not gonna bring Mecca on because if you're gonna use it as a notepad, obviously, for him, he's not. Obviously, I understand that you're not doing it intentionally, but because you do this with the Bible.
I usually have it over here, and it moved nice on the wood. I didn't know it didn't move on the glass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm just now learning that with you being right there.
Okay, let's go.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
All praise is due to Allah, Lord of the world.
الرحمن الرحيم.
The entirely merciful, the especially merciful.
مالك يوم الدين.
Sovereign of the day of recompense.
إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين.
It is you we worship and you we ask for help.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم.
Guide us to the straight path.
صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
The path of those upon whom you have bestowed favor, not of those who have evoked your anger or of those who are astray.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I heard it so much, the translation kind of went over my head. What did you hear?
A lot of it was just okay. Wait. Before I say this,
Of course.
who's speaking in this? No, not like who's reading it, but in the text, who's speaking?
It's a book. There's no dialogue. It's
okay. So it's
straightforward.
okay.
Yeah.
So
anybody could be speaking this.
It's just talking about God's attributes, I guess, or just a description of God, most benevolent, most merciful, the King of the day of recompense. It has says.
I figured. Yeah. So there's nothing significant that I hadn't heard. Cool. All right. Well, did we finish this? All right. Let's go next. So.
This is starting off at 2 already, so you can just start it over.
What they say about this one? These are just 3 letters. There's no real meaning to them.
That makes more sense now.
But yeah, nothing crazy, just describing God. I get it. It was pretty short.
Yeah, over here, all they say, like, we can even see the translation. No problem. Alif, Lam, Mim. Just 3 letters. A lot of live interpretations. I'm not going to talk about what they taught me. This is one of the names of God, maybe. But no definitive thing here. Like I said, we're trying to be neutral. I'm not going to try to play any of what I was taught.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم.
In the name of Allah, the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. Alif, Lam, Mim.
ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
This is the book about which there is no doubt, a guidance for those conscious of Allah.
الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون.
Who believe in the unseen, establish prayer, and spend out of what we have provided for them.
والذين يؤمنون بما
Mu'mineen.
You've heard that before? Mu'min just means true Muslim, usually, yeah.
That's what God Logic be saying in his lives.
Oh, he say that
he
too?
be like, I'm looking for the mu'mineen.
I'm looking for the mu'mineen, okay.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
I love that guy. He sounds cool, though.
Bro, you gotta watch him, bro.
I got to now.
He's hilarious.
I'm very cautious about Muslim YouTubers because they're biased. But, like, you know what I mean? But now he's saying he's cool.
No,
so.
he's a Christian. He be debating Muslims.
Ah.
But he's cool people, though.
That guy's sick, bro. Hey, shout out to him, bro.
Shout out God Logic. Avery, I hope you watching.
الذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون.
And who believe in what has been revealed to you, O Muhammad, and what was revealed before you, and of the hereafter they are certain in faith.
Allah.
What'd you hear?
We was talking. Now I know we going through this together. We ain't never went through this before. But when we was talking, I had asked what was there before the Quran, and you said nothing. But he just said
The people that believe in what was revealed to you, what was revealed before, and what was revealed hereafter. So maybe
Are they
I should
still
rephrase.
talking about Are they still talking about the Quran here? Let me see.
But the Quran was revealed to Muhammad,
Let's see.
right? So
are you talking about this one, or is
nah,
this
the one right before.
And who
What
believe
was
in?
revealed to you?
Wait, can
Oh,
we read the
and-
whole thing? I want to see.
Yeah.
And who believe in what has been revealed to you, O Muhammad, and what was revealed before you and of the hereafter. They are certain.
so Muhammad has something, or Muhammad has something revealed to him. There was something revealed before Muhammad, and there's something supposed
That's
to be revealed
fascinating.
after.
That's fascinating because a lot of people will say that Islam is the only. So that's the thing. This is really confusing because I don't know if they're still talking about the Quran here or other religions or hadith. This is very, very generalized.
I mean, not really though, because go back again. It's talking about the Quran. Go back to a couple of
Here.
verses. One more. Number 2. That's the one that
This is the book about which there's no doubt and guidance for those conscious of Allah.
Those that are conscious of Allah,
Okay.
who believe in the unseen, established. So those are qualifiers of those who are conscious of Allah.
And what is
then-
revealed to you before
and
you.
who believe in what has been
And of
revealed
their-
to you and what was revealed before you.
So yes, they are definitely
So-
talking about the Quran, but like you said that I want to be very fair here. You said that it's saying and what was revealed to you before you.
and what was revealed before you.
Before you and of the hereafter, they are certain. So it's saying that from what we understand, I think what they're saying is that
Don't do what we understand. What do you see?
so what I see is I think they're not talking necessarily about the Torah or
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, you're not
It
talking
just
about
say
that?
what was revealed before you.
I think you're talking about Muhammad.
Muhammad was
Muhammad. Yeah, so
something-
Muhammad.
Hold on.
Okay.
It says something was revealed to Muhammad,
Mhm.
and something was revealed before him, and something will be revealed after him, and they're all certain. So
there
I'm
must-
trying to
is there-
figure out what was revealed.
Is there a
before
prophet? Yeah, I was about to say, is there a prophet before Muhammad now?
him. Is there?
They never told me about that. They said Muhammad did first.
So I'm sure we
So
don't.
let's say, the
sure we
context here, let's say they're directly talking about Muhammad. Because there are two ways you can interpret this. So you could say that,
Wait, hold on.
or is there
I don't think he can be talking about Muhammad because it's talking to Muhammad.
okay.
So it's saying what has been revealed to you, Muhammad. So I'm talking. So say I'm talking because your name Muhammad.
Yeah.
So the people that believe in what's been revealed to you and what's been revealed before you and what's going to be revealed after you, it's all true. So you got revealed something, and there was something revealed before you, meaning like before you was born. So what was that was revealed beforehand is what I'm trying to figure out.
They never told us. So for the sake of neutrality, I'm not going to give a definitive answer because they never told us that anything was revealed before Muhammad.
So,
but now we know that
I'm sure we're going to get it.
But we can say for certain from what we see that something came before Muhammad or something was revealed before Muhammad. We just don't know what that is yet.
And something will be revealed after.
Because how I interpret it, right? Obviously, this is very opinionated. I think you're talking about maybe because you were saying that 600 BC is around 6 years 600 is when the Quran is revealed, and then there was the Bible and the Torah. What they considered was the Bible was the very first. What we were taught was the Bible came before the Quran. It was just modified, right? So this is the only scripture. This is the only text that wasn't modified according to what my Bible taught, right?
Whoa.
So this could be a
wait.
possibility, but I'm not going to say for certain.
So are you trying to allude to the Bible is what was revealed before Muhammad? Because I'm not saying that. I'm just trying to ask like what was it in general. Of course. But are you saying that at least there is the idea out there that the Bible is what was revealed before the Quran? Is that what you're saying?
I think it's definitely a possibility from what I've been taught. They taught me that the Bible isn't necessarily wrong, it's just been modified.
But see, that's where it's kind of weird for me though, because like the conversation we was just having before, based on the conversation, I haven't seen any links at all between Judaism, Christianity, and the Quran. Like at all. I mean, we only in chapter 2 and we've had the conversation, but so far I'm not seeing any parallels. So I don't know why, if it says what was revealed before you, why that would be the Bible. Because it seems like it would be two separate, situations.
Of course. So that might be inaccurate. That's why I said it's just a theory.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try to be neutral.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm gonna say that might be a theory. I really hope something in me doesn't emotionally spark. I really hope. I'm really praying on that not being the case. So
I want like down the line, I hope that it kind of explains what was revealed or what will be revealed later on. So at least like we can maybe be
looking for something or kind of have a semblance of what the before with the revelations could have been, should have been, was. You feel me?
Yeah, I really hope there's something in there that can allude to something to give us an answer to this.
أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون.
Those are upon right guidance from their Lord, and it is those who are the successful.
That one I think was just saying those who follow Islam will be successful. I think it's to read into it.
Yeah, because that one kind of messed me. It went too fast. When it switched over, I was still trying to process it. But okay, I did hear most successful, so that makes sense. That's fine.
From what I interpreted it as, but I don't think there was anything of significance there. So.
إن الذين كفروا سواء عليهم أأنذرتهم أم لم تنذرهم لا يؤمنون.
Indeed, those who disbelieve, it is all the same for them whether you warn them or do not warn them. They will not believe.
There are people that didn't believe in the Quran but then read the Quran and became Muslim. Out of spite, out of trying to figure out, okay, this religion sucks, let me find the reason why, and they ended up becoming Muslim.
Oh snap, this still too. I didn't even realize that.
So knowing that is very interesting.
I really didn't like that, if I'm being honest with you. It says that those who don't believe don't try to warn them because they will never believe. So it's kind of like it's saying don't spread the religion. Now, if this religion, if this belief system is the truth, if Allah is all loving, all merciful, all compassionate, he wants to save people, He wants people to go to heaven.
Of course.
Then why would you say don't even, tell
What
people?
I think, exactly. So what I think is, so if you never believe the Quran, you'll never believe in it. It's a very nuanced thing. I don't think they're not, because it's very open for interpretation. They don't talk about the levels of faith. Like, is someone who is in the middle, right? Like I said, if they're in the middle, leaning towards not, but they still have some sort of faith, that they could be pushed back. Is this what it's saying? Or if someone has absolutely all faith in the Quran, but has some doubts, are they getting pushed back? There's to me, it sounds like this should be something that would technically be nuanced. But I think what it's trying to say, in my interpretation of what I've been taught, is that don't try to guide people to Allah if they have absolutely no, if they're not even thinking about becoming Muslim to begin with. Because I think from what I see in my behavior and what I see in my community is, if someone's not Muslim, they'll definitely try. They'll only convert them if they think that there's a suspicion that they might be thinking about becoming Muslim. But they never.
Let me ask you a question.
It's not like Christianity where they want everybody to convert, which is interesting to me.
Let me ask you a question.
Of course.
A couple of questions. I'm gonna start off with a leading question. Do you like people?
Of course.
Okay, boom. I'm glad you said that because not a lot of people.
I'm actually very extrovert learning sales job.
So this kind of builds it up then. So if you notice somebody about to jump off a bridge or jump off a building and in any kind of way kill themselves, would you allow that to happen?
It's very interesting because from
Would
how
you try to stop it?
I'm someone who loves. Obviously, I love talking. I try to convince them.
Yeah,
that,
so
or
you
try to
try to
see
save
where they're
them.
coming from. But yeah, I would definitely
Yeah.
try to save them.
Because you love that person.
Of course.
So in that, if you know that your belief system is the way to be saved, because you talk to Allah, you do good deeds, that's what the Quran says, that's how you get to heaven. If other people don't believe that, if other people don't know that, then they gonna be going to hell.
Oh,
So
they do say that.
permanent
So they do
punishment.
say that. What my dad says is that there's going to be signs to guide into Islam, and from what I know about human psychology, that makes sense. If your goal, the only way I can see that happening, from my perspective, is someone has to have the goal of, hey, I want to get better, I want to spiritually develop, and they find Islam, and then once they find Islam, then they're trying. Then that goal is to become a Muslim, right? That's what they think. That's what I think from a human psychology perspective is you have to have that goal of trying to become a Muslim. But if someone's not aware of it, like you said before, how can someone who is not aware of Islam become a revert, right? So there's probably something I'm missing there.
I think.
Well, did I answer your question, or did I kind of dodge it? It sounds like I kind of dodged it from what I hear.
A little bit, but it's
Yeah.
okay because you gave nice perspective. Would it be loving knowing that person is going to hell for eternity and just allowing it to happen?
I think that's kind of where the conflict with people is because if someone's your kid, right, you're trying to raise them to be Muslim, right? But if they're naturally, because I was naturally rebellious to Islam because of how my dad taught it to me. He taught it to me as, this is definitive, this is the only thing that matters. And I sort of resented Islam for that, right? And to be honest, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. The only reason I'm probably still Muslim is because I was scared back into it. I had an experience. I'm going to be honest with you. I had an experience where I was at a job where I was dealing with a lot of non-halal meat, and I was dealing with things. And I had the worst dreams. I dreamed of drive-bys. I think of being almost killed. I think I dreamt of going to prison a couple times.
Yeah.
It all coincidentally
Happened after that. That's so I assume that, hey, Islam is probably why I feel so bad, right? And this is the conclusion I came to, and I'm aware that this was probably because of how I was raised, not necessarily because I believe in religion. Which is why I said I struggle with it, because knowing this points reward system, I don't want to go to hell. right? Obviously, I don't want to go to hell, but that's the only incentive I have to be Muslim. I'm very much, because I was exposed to a lot, I'm very much detached from the religion.
Does it make you feel a way knowing that you have to go to hell anyway? Because
it does make me angry.
Logically, being logical people, you know 100%, even though the point system is easy, that's why I brought up that point earlier, because I wanted to get into this, even though it
sounds like I'm still dodging the question. I know
you are, but I'm going to get to it.
I was going to say, it feels like,
even though it's kind of easy to an extent to gain points, there's no possible way that your good deeds are going to outweigh your bad deeds unless you realize at a very early age, I need to do absolutely no bad deeds. From a logical perspective, we know that. So at some point in time, it seems like every Muslim has to go to hell for some period of time to pay for their own sins. Doesn't that make you feel away? Isn't that frightening?
So I think if I went out of my way, from what I believe, I think if I went out of my way to do bad, I should be punished for doing bad things intentionally. But because we sin subconsciously, I don't understand why being punished for subconscious sins that no awareness of. And because it says that I have to be conscious of Allah in the Quran, this is really something that doesn't make sense.
That's interesting you brought that up. Conscious of Allah, but I can make unconscious sins and still be punished for them. That's a really interesting point.
And I'm trying to, obviously I'm trying to remain neutral, but it sounds on camera that I'm disconnecting from the faith a little more. But I had no intention of trying to prove Allah wrong. I had no intention of that.
That's not what we here doing.
Yeah.
We just reading and trying to understand. And
okay, but before you go into that, I still feel like I'm dodging that question. Can you answer it so I can give you a direct answer?
Okay.
So I can make sure that you have clarity, because it sounds like it's kind of confusing you more now that I'm kind of talking about all this extra shit.
So if you see somebody risking their life, harming themselves, do you love enough, do you care enough to intervene? And if you do, then why does it seem like the Quran says you to do, or tells you to do otherwise, if Allah is supposed to be most loving, most merciful, most compassionate? Or is this verse hyperbole? Because it kind of seems like that's what you were saying too, like it's kind of reaching far for the ones that it's saying, like, for the ones that are super, Muslim is out of their mind, atheist type situation. I don't believe in no God, and there's no way you can convince me to go that way. Is that what it's saying, or is it?
This is what I believe, because this is what I'm saying. I believe it's saying anybody who's on that extreme scale. But what confuses me is, do they talk about the nuances? People who are leaning towards or leaning back.
That's definitely what I'm hoping for.
Because,
expecting.
And what I want to mention is that I was raised to be Muslim, but I ended up resenting Islam. Would I be in that category of people who I should be convinced? Because I was definitely leaning towards not being Muslim, and knowing how I am now, that kind of makes sense.
Absolutely.
But I still have trust in my community to where it might just be because I'm Arabic and everybody is Muslim. I have a little bit of faith to where I hope that it's either alleviated or I can gain an understanding of why that is. I hope.